Daytona Beach, Florida, home to Hankster's Hot Rods Muscle Car and Collector Car Showroom. Where we own all of our vehicles, we are not a consignment dealership. If you're watching today's presentation on YouTube, please be sure to check out our website, which is hanksters.com, where you can find all of our most current inventory. Our YouTube videos we never take down. Whether they were shot 3 years ago or 3 days ago, they stay up for our subscribers to watch. However, when a vehicle is funded in full, it comes down off of our website, letting you know that particular unit has been sold and is no longer available. HankstersGarage.com, about a stone's throw away from our showroom here in Daytona, about 2.5 miles away. We not only sell automotive parts and accessories there and ship them all over the United States, but we also install them. So if you're watching a video presentation on one of our classic cars, trucks, or SUVs, and you would like to have something changed, maybe different wheels and tires, vintage air added, power steering added, four-wheel disc brakes added, digital dash, we can take care of all of those needs prior to your car even shipping if you give us the time. HankstersGarage.com, check it out. Cool car to present to you today. It is a 1971 Pontiac GTO. We do have the PHS stocks for the car. I'll show you those here in just a little bit. The car's got a lot going for it. It does match the PHS stocks for the most part, so let's give it a look here real fast. First of all, you do have a cowl tag up there in the corner of the driver's side. We will have a still photo of that on our website so that you can check that out for yourself if you'd like. That big booster in the corner there, up there, that gray thing, that is your power brake booster. So the car does have power brakes. Right here in front of the driver's side valve cover, you have your power steering reservoir. The car does have power steering. By the way, it's a 400 motor in the car. The car did start life with a 400 in it. It is not the numbers matching 400. So it is not the original motor for the car. This contraption here you see sticking out right above the passenger side valve cover is your AC compressor. So the car does have factory air. Power steering, power brakes, 400 motor, and air. Let's check out the rest of the car. Again, 1971. Car is the original color that it started life as. I don't have history, when the car was painted, when that 400 was put in or rebuilt, anything like that. All I can show you and tell you is what you see in this video. Let's start off with the hood and top of the fenders. You can see, hopefully in the video, the paint on the car is very nice. It's a driver quality paint, but there are no imperfections in the top of the hood or the tops of the fenders whatsoever. You do have a tachometer here that's built in the hood. We will see if that functions when we are on the test drive. The front of the GTO, you have your iconic 71 GTO grille there, your hood pulled down low underneath that, marker lights, turn signal indicators down in the lower valance, headlights, high beams, low beams in the front of the vehicle. Everything looks to be in good shape. This is a very solid, very nice driver quality 1971 Pontiac GTO. The driver's side front fender. So you have a piece of black molding that runs along the entire body of the vehicle. Front fender, driver door, rear quarter. PMD, Pontiac Motor Division. The correct wheels for the car, your 5-star factory wheels. BFG radial tires. You do have the chrome moldings that encompass the tire and wheel on the wheel opening. Those are in pretty decent shape there. GTO sticker on the driver's side front fender's in good shape. It's not peeling off. It's not discolored. Let's check out the front windshield. Looks to be in pretty good shape. Glass clarity is good. I don't see anything cracked or chipped. The molding, or I guess you should say chrome around the front windshield is in nice condition. So when you have vinyl tops on cars, which obviously this one does, you've got some homework to do. First of all, in the front is usually kind of where it wants to bubble, where maybe over time the windshield wanted to separate from the front and it took in some water in there. Nothing on this car. The front's nice and solid. The mirrors, one on the driver door, one on the passenger door, painted obviously the same color as the car. Body lines on this car are very nice. The door fitment's very nice. There are no waves down the side of the car. We'll take a walk around the rear quarter here on the driver's side in just a little bit. We'll show you the passenger side shot also. But your door gaps are good. Your body lines are good. Down here low, you do have a chrome rocker cover that you know, a lot of the GTOs have through the mid 60s, early 70s. Obviously sits low to the ground, takes some road debris, but that one's in pretty decent shape. Your chrome around your windows there, both the driver door and the rear quarter window, looks to be in nice condition. Take a look in the car, and what we'll do first is we will show you that PHS documentation. So that's just kind of like your 71 breakdown there. This is the important sheet. So we will have still photos of this on our website. So the car did start life with a 404 barrel, which is what it has in it. Again, it's not the numbers matching car. Bronze exterior, okay. The top black, which it is, black interior, and the sienna interior, which is what the vehicle has now. And then the car was originally distributed to Banner Pontiac Buick in Washington, New Jersey. So that documentation will come with the car. We will have that inside the vehicle when it arrives for you. I'm going to set that up there for right now. The interior, about the same as the exterior of the vehicle. Let's start out with the door panel. Vinyl, in good shape. Your chrome's not peeling off. It's in nice condition. The door panel itself's not warped. Armrest's not torn. Crank windows. Seatbelts in the rear. Rear of the vehicle looks to be in pretty good condition. You can see that the seats aren't torn, aren't worn out. You have great cushion. Looks like the original seatbelts to me. The rear of the car, carpeting, floor mats, seat backs, all in nice shape. Looks like the original steering wheel too, which is saying something, because think about it. I mean, I don't know for sure if it is, but it certainly looks like it. The car is very well cared for. You can, I see a lot of classic cars, and you can just tell when something's been cared for, and this car has. Driver's seat, the interior, nice, not worn out, not torn, especially here in the center where it's like more of a cloth material than your vinyl. You know, nothing's punctured or ripped or dry rotted. GTO badging in the center of the floor mat on the driver's side. Underneath the floor mat, the carpeting looks to be in good shape. Notice how the dome light illuminates when you open up the driver door. Dash pad's in nice condition. We'll check out the interior when we're doing the test drive. Automatic car, center console, automatic bucket seats in the front. So I'll put the PHS docks back so they don't blow away on the test drive when we do get there. Again, I told you that the body lines on the car are in nice shape. That black molding that runs the entire body length of the vehicle is in nice condition. Rear quarter, look down, see behind the wheels here. Nothing's blistered, cracked, bubbling. By the way, you have your beauty rings on your Pontiac Motor Division wheels. We'll have up-close shots of the wheels on the website, so you can check that out. Glass clarity on the rear window, in nice shape. Clarity's good. It's not excessively scratched. Again, it's a well cared for car. How about the deck lid? The deck lid lines up nicely to the rear quarters. Your gaps look good. Big rear bumper on this GTO, and the chrome is in nice condition. Brake lights, reverse lights. You have dual pipes there sticking out of the lower valance on the vehicle. Does have a big spoiler on the back of the car. That's in nice condition as well. The paint on the spoiler, the paint on the deck lid. Got your GTO badge there on the passenger side of the deck lid. Let's take a look in the trunk. No jack, no spare. Just a simple piece of, I don't know if somebody had this custom made. It's not like a trunk mat I've seen, but it's nonetheless like a big piece of carpet. The trunk is in nice shape. No holes, no rust. I was talking to you earlier about problematic areas on vinyl tops. You know, water settles down low here, water settles behind the windshield. Everything on this car, nice shape. The vinyl top, no rust underneath it, no bubbling of any kinds on the drop downs to your rear quarters. on the roof. I'm sure you can see the roof, the lights glaring off the roof up there. Gives you a nice perspective on what kind of condition the roof is with the vinyl top on it. Again, the body lines on the car are really, really nice. That has a large rear quarter. You can see the passenger side door lines up nicely. Your black body molding that runs along the entire side of the car all lines up nice and straight, in good condition. By the way, the black's not all, black's not cracked or discolored, faded, I guess I should say. Again, look, in front of the wheel, behind the wheel, nothing going on there. Passenger door lines, same as drivers. Door fitment is real nice to the rear quarter and to the front fender on this car. Check it out in the video. Check it out in the still photos. How about the passenger side of the car? The door panel, yes, it is in nice condition. Passenger side seat, nothing's ripped, torn, discolored, dry rotted. See this seam here? On the classic cars, this looks to be newer to me. On the classic cars, the seam wants to dry rot and the thread wants to come apart. And this one has none of that going on in the interior of the vehicle. The interior is in real nice shape. Again, I think the material on the seats itself is somewhat newer. I don't have any documentation on that. When the interior might have been done, how much it would have cost, I don't know. I wish I did, but I don't. GTO label there, again, on the passenger side fender, just as it was on the driver's side. While you're looking at that GTO sticker, why don't you take a look down low and look how there's no blisters or cracks down low there where the passenger side fender meets that lower rocker panel molding. Sits low to the ground. That's usually your problem, right? Because you got 30, 40, 50-year-old cars that have been riding that close to the road. There's bound to be something going on down there, but this car's in nice condition down low. Does have your hood scoop with your air intake there. Good looking car, it really is. 1971 Pontiac GTO with PHS documentation, with power steering, with power brakes, with factory air conditioning. Correct color, correct top, correct motor, just not the original motor. Car has a lot going for it. GTOs are hot right now, anywhere from 65, even 64, 64, 65, all the way to 71. They're just a hot commodity. GTOs are a strong market right now. I encourage you guys to visit our showroom here in Daytona in person. We have a beautiful facility with a lot of cool cars. Anywhere from usually 60 to 70 is what we have on hand at any given time. A lot of our cars sell before they ever make our website. We have thousands of visitors to our showroom here each month in Daytona, and a lot of the cars sell before they ever hit the website. I encourage you to come and look at whatever classic car, truck, SUV you might be interested in person. We'll gladly pull the vehicle outside for you. You can take a look at the paint in the sunshine. We'll put it in the air for you. You can check out the undercarriage, check out the floor pans, bottom of the motor, transmission, tire condition. We're going to do that here in just a couple minutes. We'll let you drive it. You can see how the car performs, what kind of acceleration it has, how the transmission shifts, how the steering feels, how the brakes, feel for you. We do it almost daily here in Daytona and enjoy doing it, and definitely encourage it, especially if this is your first classic car purchase. These are old cars, so they aren't going to function like your brand new 2022 or 2023 vehicle that you're driving as your daily driver. Let's take this 1971 Pontiac GTO around the building. We will throw it up in the air and check out the undercarriage, and then we'll do everybody's favorite part, which is a test drive. It's hot here in Daytona today, so we're going to see if that air works in this 71 GTO in just a few minutes. Underneath our 1971 Pontiac GTO, and this is a great car, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start first with the power disc brakes up front. Let's get a shot of the front seal and the front of the oil pan, front of the motor. Now, I told you in the showroom, I don't have any records as to when the motor tranny was redone, car was painted, so on and so forth, but see the size of this block, how nice and clean that paint is? We did not paint that block. So usually when you see nice, clean, fresh paint on an engine block, it means it's been out of the car and painted somewhat recently. So hopefully that tells you a little bit about the motor and drivetrain rebuild. So starter in the way on this side, you can't see anything. Oil filter on this side, you see a couple bolts on the driver's side. Looks to be in pretty good shape. I don't see anything leaking. You got exhaust manifolds on either side of the motor. Comes out to dual pipes there. I showed you in the showroom the dual exhaust coming out of the rear. We'll take a look at the mufflers here in just a couple minutes. Frame rails on the car look fantastic, both driver and passenger side. Same thing with the floor pans. You know, I get the question, you know, is that undercoat? Is that, you know, covered up, whatever? You know, we get that quite a bit. So this to me looks like factory, original factory undercoating in portions. Obviously not all of it. You can see some of it here, it's got undercoat, and then some of it like back here, see where the undercoat's there, and then the floor pan's just painted there. So I would say this car has portions of the factory undercoat on it still. But real nice solid car underneath. Transmission pan. I want to show you your problem childs on trannies when you're looking to purchase or owning a classic car. Your trans pan gasket, your speedo cable. There's a little tiny O-ring in there. It costs about $1 that goes bad, and your speedo cable will start seeping. And then your tail shaft seal there. And all three problem childs on this car are dry. Flywheel is covered with a metal flywheel cover, so that's done already. Going back on the exhaust, pipes look good. I don't see any pinholes, rust holes. Mufflers, driver's side's in good shape. Passenger side looks to maybe have popped and backfired at one time. Got a bubble in it there, but nonetheless the muffler itself is not blown out. There's no holes on either the front or the rear. Drum brakes in the rear. Take a look at your area where the rear end pumpkin would sit when you're on the ground. Up there, real nice and solid. Springs look good both sides. Your exhaust comes up over your rear end there, and exhaust again out the rear. Frame rails. Let's start with the passenger side here. You can see it's nice and solid. While we're there, check out my little pinky finger here. I'm gonna stick it in there. This is an inner, the inner workings of the quarter there, and then of course the outer. That's metal to metal. There's nothing in between there, so that's a good sign. Same thing on the driver's side. I can see crimped metal to metal here. There's a plug in this one. I'm not going to pop the plug out, but the driver's side frame rail, same condition as the passenger. Fuel tank's not dented up. Take a look at the tread on our BFGs. For those of you unfamiliar with how to gauge tires, down there you have some wear bars, you know, down where the tread meets the actual tire, and then you know, that's when it's time to replace the tires. This GTO has plenty of tread on it. Good looking car, both on top, underneath, and we're going to show you how it performs here in just a couple minutes. Let's talk about payment options. First of all, if you are a cash buyer, we do accept cashier's check from your bank, but the more common form of payment is bank wire transfer. That usually puts the funds there the same day if it's done early enough in the day, and then from there we can start preparing the vehicle for shipment. Vehicles are prepared for shipment in the order that they're funded, so there might be 2 in front of yours, there might be 6 in front of yours. It just depends on what we sell that week. But once we're paid, I promise you we work quickly. The whole process is very streamlined. We've been doing this a long time, and you get the vehicle a lot sooner than you might think. Financing. The collector car lenders we work with will do up to a 10-year loan on our classic cars, collector cars. 10% down is going to be your minimum payment requirement. So if you're talking about a $30,000 car, it's $3 grand out of pocket. Pretty simple math, right? You can put down more if you'd like to. However, they're going to require a minimum of 10%, even if your credit score is 9 million. Once the car is funded, whether you're cash or financing, by the way, no prepayment penalty on the collector car loans, and they can usually fund us within 24 to 48 hours. It just depends on how quick you are with your paperwork. Once the car is funded, we put it through a pre-delivery inspection. Check the lug nut torque, check the tire pressure, check all your fluids, make sure that AC is blowing cold. You know, they're old cars. Anything can stop working, can start leaking at any time. So we give it one last shakedown prior to it leaving our facility. Once the vehicle is through inspection and it's green lighted, we call a carrier for pickup and the car gets dispatched. Typically we can have a driver here for the car within 48 hours. However, some of them might take a little longer if you're in a more rural or remote destination. But I promise you again, we work quickly. Once the vehicle is picked up, of course, shipment time is going to depend on how many other vehicles are on board, where you're located in the United States or in the world, driver sleep patterns, weather conditions, so on and so forth. But we know you're excited to get your car. We're excited to sell it to you, and we will get you your vehicle as soon as we possibly can. If you're handling the shipping, of course, we'll call and let you know the car's ready, and you can come pick it up on the trailer, drive it home. Let's set the 71 GTO down on the ground, and we'll take it out in the Florida sunshine and show you how the vehicle runs out. 71 GTO interior. We'll start off by saying we have the windows up and the AC on. The AC works. And we're going to leave it on because it's hot. So, horn. Wipers. Turn signals. Driver's side. Passenger side. Tack. Fuel gauge is functioning, reading half a tank. Radio. Got a new retro style radio and it works. It sounds good too. I told you center console looks to be in pretty good condition. Your vinyl lid here, it's not ripped or cracked. Dash pad looks to be in pretty good shape. All of your instrument panel there. Oh, by the way, 84,645 is what the odometer reads. The title reads exempt on the car. So true mileage unknown. It exceeds mechanical limits, whatever you want to call it. Did I show you everything? Turn signals, horn, wipers, tack is working in the hood, fuel gauge is working, radio's working, AC's working. Headliner's in pretty nice condition. I think that's it. Let's go take it on a drive, see how it runs. Let me tell you something, I don't know how many owners this car has had, but this car has been well cared for throughout its lifetime. When I drive a classic car like this one and it's quiet on the inside and the AC is blowing cold and the ride's this nice, it just tells you that the car has been, again, very well cared for throughout its lifetime. Speedometer is functioning and it's accurate. The reason I start off by saying how well the car was cared for is because how nice it rides. It rides absolutely fantastic. Laser straight steering. No vibrations in the drivetrain whatsoever. Car's extremely tight. Steering's nice and tight in the car. Car has good acceleration. The motor runs nicely. No vibration in the brakes. Look at that. Look. We're stopping for Big Nasty up here. This is our hurricane cleanup trucks. But real nice stopping on the 71 GTO. Good acceleration. Really nice car. Wow. We're going to run through a couple gears here as we take the corner. Again, the brakes on the car are stopping absolutely fantastic. No pulsation or vibration out of the brakes. Car responds as soon as you hit the throttle. No hesitation whatsoever. We're good at a traffic light too. The idle, the air fuel, idles nicely. Transmission shifts absolutely perfect. I know it shifts so nice. I'm sure you can't hear it in the video, but wow, what a nice vehicle. This would make a fantastic first classic car for somebody. It's a real nice put together car. Not overly molested, not a lot of work, a lot of originality to this car from what I can see. Again, it matches the PHS docs in terms of the color combination, drivetrain combination, even though it is not the original motor. We're doing 55 here down the street. No hands on the wheel, car's tracking perfectly straight, no front end vibration whatsoever, no drivetrain vibration, car's not stalling out, no lights on. Super nice car. Again, if you're looking for a classic car that has all the bells and whistles, right? I mean, we have an over an abundance of bells and whistles today with all this trick stuff that's in these vehicles. But I mean, this car has power steering, it has power brakes, it has factory AC, it has a brand new retro radio. It doesn't need any interior work, it doesn't need any paint work. The car's mechanically strong. It has PHS documentation. The GTOs are hot. I can keep going and going and going. Real nice car though. I do believe that we will get a lot of activity on it and that it should sell relatively quick. So if you're interested in the vehicle, don't hesitate. It's funny, literally, how I'll have 2 or 3 people fighting over the same car with the call, text, or email within 30 minutes of one another. So every minute counts in this business. Good cars go fast, and this is a good car. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach. Hanksters.com is our website. It's where you can find all the photos of this car, along with this video presentation we're doing for you right now. At full retail price, the 71 GTO includes shipping to you in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. It also includes a powertrain warranty. That warranty is good on the powertrain, engine, transmission, and rear end internal components. So that your warranty does not cover if your starter stops working. It doesn't cover your alternate charging. It doesn't cover batteries, brakes. It just covers major mechanical breakdowns. That warranty is good at any ASE certified facility in the United States. You don't have to bring it back to Hanksters. You don't have to bring it back to Florida. You don't have to take it to some special muscle car or restoration center. Probably take it to that same person that's working on your daily driver. They'd probably be ecstatic to work on a car this simplistic with all the complexity we have in vehicles today. Is the price of the car negotiable? Within reason, it most certainly is. However, if we negotiate the price of the car, the warranty comes off. Warranty is good at full retail price only. Shipping comes off. At our full retail price, we make the shipping arrangements. We pay the carrier. We arrange the pickup. We arrange the drop-off. At a negotiated price, we'll put you with a broker. You can decide whether you want open or enclosed shipping. You can pay the shipper on delivery, and you can coordinate the pickup and the delivery of your own car. Of course, if you're local to us here in Daytona, you want to come drive this beautiful 71 GTO home, you can do that as well. And if you're a classic car collector, maybe you have your own open or enclosed trailer, you can trailer this car home. Hanksters Hot Rods is in Central Florida, Daytona Beach. Once again, our website is hanksters.com. We would love to earn your business and add you to our growing customer base throughout the United States and throughout the world. Hanksters Hot Rods, Daytona Beach, Florida. Check us out.